See, are we live or not? YouTube is giving me an error. It says an error occurred. Please try again later. So I am not sure if I'm live or not. Although on my other screen it looks like I'm live, so not sure what's going on with YouTube today. Just Christmas bugs, maybe. Okay, I think it looks like it's working now. Alright, I see people in the chat saying we're live, so I think it's working. Can you guys actually hear me, though? Looks like you guys can see me. Can you hear me? Wow, I really... I look... The lighting in here, and I'm so unkempt right now. I look like a psycho Santa kind of... Man... What a crazy end of the year it's been. Not the good kind of crazy. I'm looking forward to getting back on track after Christmas. Okay, cool. My audio is fine. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. I hope everyone's having an awesome Christmas Eve. I have today off, so I'm going to just be playing Transport Tycoon for a few hours, and then I'm going to go hang out with my wife tonight. Tomorrow is when I'll be doing most of the celebrating. Tomorrow I'm going to visit my family, and we're going to go to a local restaurant that is really, really good. That is open on Christmas, but they close really early, so we gotta go before lunchtime. So tomorrow's gonna be really nice, because, for 2 or 3 years there, we kind of stopped celebrating both Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it just became super duper depressing. So last year, and especially this year, we've tried to, I don't think force the celebration of the holidays is the right way to frame it, but we've done our best to revive the, celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas. So yeah. Anyway, I hope all of you are having a really awesome Christmas Eve. I'm not expecting too much people to show up because it is Christmas Eve, but there's at least 12 people here, which is more than I was expecting. So let's see. See, Doctor, is it E-Magic or Imagic 1600? To Ice Cream Man, hola senor. If you get my comment, I hope you and Estelle love the picture I share the post to you. So we speak. Which one are you talking about? Is it on Twitter? I haven't been on Twitter today yet. Or is it in the Discord? Which I also only briefly looked at the Discord today. I actually slept in today very late. Because I had today off, so I haven't really checked most of the stuff online yet. I briefly looked at a few Discords, and I haven't looked at Twitter yet. But if you tagged me or Estelle, we'll see it eventually. Yeah. Alright, so I'm only playing Transport Tycoon today because yesterday that was my plan, was to play Transport Tycoon, but everyone voted for Super Fantasy Kingdom, so I ended up playing that instead. And it was a little bit of a disaster because I discovered with Super Fantasy Kingdom, I have to stay really focused on that game, or I lose very, very fast. Whereas Transport Tycoon, I'm pretty sure it's not like a hyper, it doesn't demand your constant attention like Super Fantasy Kingdom, so I can kind of look back and forth at the chat and kind of just leisurely build my little railroad networks. Let's see. Little Dancing Dog says, I just want Fox and Crystal together married. If you look in Assault in Japanese, Crystal actually forcefully scolds and rebukes Panther's flirting. It says she and Fox should return to, I think he said Fortuna alone. I don't remember saying Fortuna. Oh, well, that's in Japanese, so yeah, that's interesting that she'd want to go to Fortuna. Little Dancing Dog. I don't have Twitter for your information. Oh, it's probably a good thing. Twitter's not fun. I've never liked Twitter. Even before all the craziness with Twitter over the last several years, I've always despised Twitter since the very start. And I only started using Twitter because of Estelle, actually. I'd post things if you look at, I don't know if you look at my Twitter history, I have like one post a year for like a decade, and then in 2022 I started using Twitter because that was Estelle's main platform that we'd relay all the stuff to the public through. So that's why I started using Twitter. But Twitter, the whole, you can only post this small amount of text, and it's rewired the way people think and communicate in a really, really disastrous way that I think has had some pretty horrific cultural ramifications that we don't even know the full scope of yet, like forcing people to communicate. And anyway, I'm not gonna rant about Twitter, but let's see. WayneBug94, I love everything about Star Fox Event Horizon. Thank you so much. And also having Crystal being a part of the adventure story in this version. This is, yeah, Estelle getting involved in the project is a total miracle. And if she hadn't gotten involved, I wouldn't be as far in the project as I am now, because I was not working on it a ton before I met her. And then after, she got involved in the project, I'm like, I'm going to do everything I can to make the... Just realized my camera's really off-center. Oh, well, it's not off-center, just the little webcam box is hanging off the edge of... Wow, I can't get it. There we go. Okay, I think that's relatively centered. What was I just saying? Forgot what I was saying. Something about Star Fox. Anyway, let's fire up Transport Tycoon, because, let me get OBS over here, and I've got the little thing here, and let me, oh, where is this? There it is. Almost had a boomer moment again. Okay, I think it's working. Let me know if you guys can see let me find a good place to put my webcam. I think the bottom right corner is probably a good place because there's not a ton of information down there. And let me turn down the sound effects a little bit. Go to sound. Just lower the sound a little bit. Although when I'm actually in the game, there's not nearly as many sound effects as the main menu. So alright, so Transport Tycoon is a game I've known about for over 30 years, I think. I think I first discovered it in probably 95, 96, somewhere around there. But I'd never played it until about almost a week ago. So I've known about it, but I never played it. And I don't know. I never played it, and then like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I stumbled on a video that was about Roller Coaster Tycoon, and it mentioned that Transport Tycoon was made by Chris Sawyer, and I don't know how I didn't know that. Especially when you look at it, you can tell it's got Simon Foster's graphics in it. So I'm like, wow, I have to play this Transport Tycoon game if Chris Sawyer made it. So I did, and it's like the second or third best game ever made. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Transport Tycoon, it's basically a supply chain simulator, which sounds really boring, but it's not. But basically you build railroad networks. You use trains, trucks, boats, and planes to gather resources from all over the world. And then you build a network to bring those resources to different factories and whatnot to transform those resources into goods, which you then send to cities, which cause the cities to grow. And then as time goes on, competing companies open up and you're competing with other transport networks all over the map. And it gets pretty crazy as the game goes on, but it's really awesome. Although I think the AI is kind of broken, because half the time the AI will just start building transport stuff in the middle of, where all my stuff is, and it kind of screws over the game for both of us. So it's possible the AI will ruin the game. But anyway, one thing really crazy about this game is how freaking huge the maps can get. I'm not gonna play on the biggest size, But I want to show it because it's just completely bonkers how big it is. So let me show you guys just how big the freaking map can be. And it's so big, it actually takes a while to generate it. Yeah, it's taking a really long time to generate this world because it's so big. But I can't imagine playing a game on the largest map size. It's so cartoonishly huge that... But yeah, look how freaking just huge this world is on the biggest map size. It's so big. I'm not even at the edge yet. There we go. There's the edge of the map. Let's see how long it takes to get to the top right corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not even gonna count. It's it's so big. I can't believe how huge the largest map setting is. It's freaking insane. I'm still not at the next corner of the map yet. There we go. All right. Anyway, I'm not gonna play a map that huge because that's beyond autism at that point. So I'm gonna go to the really big but much more reasonable 1024 by 1024. I'm going to do that. And let's see. This map size is still pretty big, but it's nowhere near as cartoonishly big as the largest map size. I generally gravitate to this map size because it increases the chance that the AI won't start immediately building their rail networks in the middle of your own. Although it's still possible. Because on the smaller map sizes, it increases the odds that they'll just set down their rails right next to yours and ruin everything. But it actually looks like there's not that many good start spots here. Another thing I've noticed is this game doesn't seem to like generating cities on the coast. There's very rarely cities on the coast. There's one right there. So it kind of makes it hard to use boats as part of your transport network because there's so few cities on the coast. Now, there's 3 on this coast. It's not that bad. Yeah, I see some people in the chat reacting to how big that map... Yeah, that map is huge. It's so big. See, Cupcake Family says, Event Horizon and A Fox in Space reignited my love of Star Fox. I even got inspired to start my own Star Fox story. Everything about this game. Thank you so much. It's awesome that fan stuff could inspire other people to get back into Star Fox because, as we all know, Nintendo's not really doing anything with Star Fox right now. Oh yeah, I was going to find a good start spot here. I usually like to start near a coast because I do like to use boats in my transport network, but this map looks like there's almost no towns on the coast. I might actually just generate a new map because, yeah, there's only like... Look at that. Oh, there's a little tiny island there. But on this entire coastline, I only saw 3 cities on the coast. That's really weird. Even for this game, that's like, it's barely any city. So I'm going to generate a new map with more cities on the coast, hopefully. Let's see. So, okay, there's 1 right there. There's 2, 3, 4. This is looking a little bit better. Well, it's kind of on the river there, not really the coast. So it's kind of like 4.5. That one's close. That one could be turned into a coastal town. 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, there's a lot more towns on the coast. So I'm probably gonna start around here at Nottingham Ridge. I see 2 power plants here. That's really good. It seems like I'm still not an expert at this game. I've only been playing it for a few days, but from what I read, coal is the most consistent resource to get to give you the most money over time. So people usually suggest starting with coal and delivering it to the power plants. So there's 2 coal power plants right by each other. And I see a coal mine right here. So I'm probably gonna start right around here. Another thing about this game is the further away the resource is from where you're dropping it off, the more money you'll make. So I kind of want to find a coal mine. Wow, there's actually 3 power plants here. Wow. I kind of want to find a coal mine a little bit further away so I can generate more money, but it's looking like that's the only... There's like an overabundance of power plants, but only 1 coal mine. Come on, there's got to be a second coal mine somewhere around here. Wow. Maybe I'm not going to... Oh, there's a coal mine right there. Okay, that one is... That one's also by these 2 coastal towns, so... I might start that coal mine, and I'll use a rail network to get to these 2 power plants. So, first things first, I'm going to set up my headquarters, and I'm gonna set up the headquarters here. So, let me just make sure I can build on pause. There's an option where you can... Yeah, I want to make it so I can build while the game's paused, because it's really annoying having to unpause it to like place building. So I'm going to found my company. I already like the look of my president there, and I'm going to build the HQ in this town, and I will put it, I guess I'll put it right here. I'll make a road go up to it. Alright, so now I'm the Nettingham Ridge Transport Company. And I'm going to build, where was that coal mine? It was down here somewhere. Ooh, there's 2 iron mines. That's good. Iron is a really important resource in this game, but it seems to be the hardest resource to actually get. But it looks like there's 2 iron mines right here next to each other, which is awesome. But where was that coal mine? Let's see, okay, there's the 2 power plants. There it is. There's the coal mine. Okay, so gonna put a little train station there, and gonna make it a length of 5, and then gonna connect that over to the power plants down here. So I'll put a double train station there, right in between, and I'll make the... If you notice, like around the there's like the kind of purplish grid around the white grid where the train station goes. That shows like the radius that the train station can actually collect and deliver resources to. So you're going to place this right in between these 2 power plants. And I'm going to connect those now. See, one thing about this game is it's from the early 90s, so it has what I call 90s clunk. And one of the clunky aspects of this game is actually laying down the railroads and roads and stuff. It's a little wonky the way... it's hard to explain. It's one of those things where if you play this game, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's just really wonky to lay down railroads. You kind of get used to it after a while, but Roller Coaster Tycoon did a much better job with... yeah, it's a little awkward to lay down railroads. Roller Coaster Tycoon did a much better job getting the whole... Ooh, there's a factory and a steel mill right next to each other there, and there's 2... Wow, there's a lot of steel mills, which is good because you use iron ore to... Yeah, those 2 iron mines over here. Iron ore is also really important. Iron is... Actually, in my experience with this game, iron probably is the most important resource just because it's really hard to get. But you bring iron to the steel mines, which turn the iron to steel, and then you take the steel to the factories, which are these right here. And then they combine the steel, grain, and livestock to create goods, which you deliver to the cities. And there's a bunch of steel mills really close by to this factory, which is really awesome. So I don't have to ship them really far. But I'm going to actually put a train station in this town here. Or, no, I think I want it up here because there's a farm there also. So I'm going to put a double train station here, because that'll be able to gather livestock and grain from this farm and drop off iron at the steel factory there. Alright, so let's get you. over to there. And connect you to that train station. And it's probably not a good idea to build over the farms because it's way more expensive to place rails over them, but sometimes it's hard to build around farms, so I just plow right through them. And I haven't been able to confirm it yet, but I think if you build over farms, it actually angers the people in the nearby town. So yeah, avoid building over farms if you can, but sometimes I just have to because they're in the way. Now I'm sounding like an evil corporation. The farmers are in the way. Just get rid of them. Just build over their land, whatever. Okay. So there. Now I should be able to get coal from there and deliver it to the power plant. So let me make my first train. I'll explain what this weird crisscrossing thing I'm doing here is later, because I don't need to worry about it until I have a second train. But the default starting train that you start with is terrible, so I'm just going to go right to one of the better trains. All these trains are really expensive. I'm already going to blow half my budget just on this coal train. So I'll get the SH8P and some coal hoppers. I'll do 6 coal hoppers. And then I'm going to set them to get the coal there. And drop off all the coal at these power plants. And I'll unpause the game. And I should start getting some decent cash from that. Yeah, within like 3 minutes of playing this game, I was just super happy. Because you can tell it's made by the people who made Roller Coaster Tycoon. Just by the way it all looks. It's actually taking him a long time to load up that coal. I'll look at the chat while he's doing that. So that's why I think this game is probably a better game to play with the chat, because there are moments of downtime when like your trains and boats and stuff are loading up their cargo where you don't really have to pay attention. So let's see what you guys are saying. I swear this map is almost the size scale as City Skylines here. I think especially the largest map size in this game is way bigger than City Skylines. Choo choo time, yes. I wonder if anyone's made a Spirit Tracks mod for this game where they replace all the stuff with sprites from Zelda. Citizens celebrate as farmer seed at the I do find it funny in this game when, like, because every time a train or a truck or a boat or something first goes to a city, the little thing pops up saying all the people are celebrating. I always find it funny when, like, just a bus shows up at a city and, like, everyone is celebrating that just a bus shows up at a city. It's like, it's just a bus, guys. I'm just trying to imagine, like, everyone in the city throwing a party just because a random bus showed up for the first time. There goes the train. Oh crap, he's lost. I screwed up somewhere. Oh, right there. There's where I screwed up. I'm like, why is he going back in the depot? Make sure there's no other points in the track I screwed up on. Alright, that should be good. Okay, yeah, it went away. He's not lost now. Yeah, this particular locomotive is decently quick. The default one is like less than half the speed of that. It'd be going so slow all the way over to the power plants, and it would take forever. So even though it cost way more money to start with these locomotives, I usually just bite the bullet and do it because they'll be delivering the coal fast enough that you'll make the money back a lot faster. Yeah. So if this is boring, you guys, and you want to leave, go ahead. I understand, but do let me know if it is boring, and I'll try and find ways to make it a little more exciting. Let's see, Gustav Volcateron says, so this game is kind of like Minecraft, but really modern. This game is like 20 years older than Minecraft. It's much older than Minecraft, so if anything, Minecraft is more modern than this one. I wouldn't say it's like Minecraft, though, because you can't just build anything like in Minecraft, although it does share like the resource gathering aspect with it. Oh, he's unloading the train really fast. Let's see how much money I get from that. $21,000. So yeah, basically one trip from the coal mine to the power plants basically almost paid off the entire locomotive for that. So I usually just start with I think it's called the SU-85. I can't remember what it's called. Where's the name of the locomotive? Is it an information? Yeah, the SH-8P, that's it. I usually start out with that locomotive, even though it's pretty expensive, because like 1 or 2 trips to a coal mine will pay it off. Whereas if you pick the slower locomotive, even though you save a ton of money up front, like it takes so long for it to go back and forth. But anyway, now that we've got the coal up, the next resource I usually go after is wood. So there's a sawmill right there. Now let me find a forest where I can gather some wood. There's 2 forests right there. So I'm going to put a train station right in the middle of these 2 forests. And I'll do 2 platforms. Or maybe I'll do 3 so I can just do gather tons of wood there. Yeah, I'll do a triple platform there. And then let's connect this down here. And now I'm going to need to double up the track and do the little double train track trick so that there's no traffic. And I'll try my best to explain that. The double train track thing with the train lights and stuff is really hard to explain. I remember watching a video trying to explain it to me, and I did not understand anything he said. And what made me kind of understand it is watching the AI. I'd watch the AI company building their railroads and how they did it, and it kind of just clicked for me how it works. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to bother explaining how the whole double track thing works. It's really hard to explain. Like, I remember listening to these videos trying to explain how it worked, and I've listened to like 3 or 4 videos, and I'm like, I do not understand this at all. So I ended up just watching the AI build their railroads, and that kind of helped me figure out how it worked. Anyway, just kind of mess this up a little bit. So let's connect those, and I messed up again. There's that 90s clunk I was talking about, where I tried to make a straight track and ended up making a cross, because it's just... I kind of want to change this right here too, because I want to make an intersection here. So I need this to connect to there, and to connect to there, and connect to there, and to connect to there. There's a double intersection. I don't know what those are actually called in real life, but... Oh, the train broke down. Well, he'll fix himself soon. Let me connect these, and then I should have a nice double rail going to going along here. And then where is that sawmill? There's a sawmill, so I'm going to need to build a bridge. I'll build the bridge right there. So let's make a bridge right here, and I'll do the steel bridge. Because there's a bunch of different bridges in the game, and if you notice, it shows a km/h value there. If the bridge is too weak, the trains have to slow down a lot. So when I first was playing this game, I was just plopping down wooden bridges because, you know, they're super cheap. But then my trains would slow to a crawl, like going very slowly over the bridge. So I usually try to go for the steel bridge, and then I'll upgrade to the better bridges later on when I get like the super fast trains. But I need to do some landscaping here so that I can put the train station there. And I'll do a double train station so I can have 2 trains dropping off stuff at the sawmill. I'll do a length of 6. That's pretty good. Alright, and then let's do an... Okay, I'm going to want to do another one of those weird intersection things. So I'm going to have to redo this track here. Yeah, I'll be right there. Oh. 90s clunk. I don't know if that term's ever gonna catch on, but I like it. Anyway, let's do one of those three-way intersections here. Let me pause the game actually. Oh, no, I should leave it on pause because I'm almost out of money and I need the trains to keep delivering the coal. So I'll connect those, and then let's make that weird intersection here. And do that, and then this, and then that. And then let's delete this. And connect that, and then delete this. And connect those. And then I'm going to just get rid of all of this because I don't need it now. Okay, there, now I got my nice little intersection there. Alright, what was... Oh yeah, wood. So let me go back here. And I guess I'll try and do the little weird thing I was talking about. So there's this weird trick in the game where you make like this X pattern thing, like this. And then you put a train depot on either end of the little X pattern thing. So when you have double train tracks and you start putting down the train signals and things, there's this weird trick. It's really hard to explain. It's one of those things where you just kind of, you see what's going on when it's in action and you're playing the game. But you lay down the signals a certain way and it makes it so that trains almost never have to actually stop behind another train on a double track. Like I did another one down here. So I'm not really sure if I can explain it because the videos I watched on it also couldn't seem to explain it. It's just a really weird... It's a really weird thing that you just kind of figure out when you watch it, when you're like playing the game and you just watch it kind of happen, especially when the AI does it. But so I'm going to go ahead and put some signals here and on this side. And I'll go ahead and do it here too. I'll put a signal there. So let's make these, basically the signals, they make a railway one direction because without the signals, trains go back and forth on a single rail. So when you put the little signals it makes them only able to travel a certain direction on the rail. So that's why I have double rails so that this one is going one direction and the other one's going the other direction. I'm going to put some more of those little X things doing right here. Sorry, it's going to be in the middle of your farmland, everyone. And I've almost have enough money for a second train, so I'll be able to do that soon. So you go that way and you go that way. And I need one here too, right before intersections, so that they can do the Oh! The train broke down right when I put the little thing. Oh, come on, train. Let's put some there. Oh, I don't really have enough room to do the little X thing there, so I'm going to have to do it down there. I'll do it over here, actually. Right there. Oh. Let them go by, and then I can place it, and then I'll put the little train depot there. And I'll put a signal going there and another one up there. And after he delivers that, I have enough money for the wood now. Oh, the year's already gone by and I've already unlocked a new train. So I'll go ahead and do that. And let me get another train to start getting wood. So the wood car. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll send him to get all the wood there. There's 2 forests there, so I should be able to load up on wood really fast. And I'll have him drop them off at the sawmill there. Alright. Let's see how fast, because there's 2 forests there. It should like double the speed it takes to load all the wood on this train. which it's really hard. At least I've barely noticed it when there's two of a resource really close together. In fact, this is the first time I've seen woods this close together. I think the only two resources I've ever seen really close together are coal mines, and there's one time I had two iron mines right next to each other, which was awesome. Yeah, he's loading really fast. He's already at 30%. Because there's two woods there. So the next resource I want to get is probably iron. Where was those iron mines? I think they were... Oh yeah, they're actually pretty far down here. I mean, I'll get a lot of money because of how far away they are, but I think they're a little too far, but I don't think there's any closer to me. Let's look on the map and see if there's one closer to me that I'm just not noticing. So let me turn off all of the little resource colors except for iron ore. Oh, there's one. Yeah, there's one right down here. Oh, right there. right next to the coal power plant. I didn't even notice it. Anyway, I'll let that run for a few minutes and I'll look at the chat. Citizens celebrate his farm. Oh, I saw that earlier. Hey, Ice Cream Man, have you ever played Train Sim World 3? I love that game so much. No, I haven't played that one. I don't even think I've heard of it. See, something I like doing in this game was being a bastard to competitors. Oh, look, my competitor's bus is going over my train tracks. What if it suddenly turned around and fireball? Yeah, the AI in this game is, you know, it's the early 90s, so I can kind of forgive it. But the AI will just start building their stuff. The bigger the map is, the less likely it is to happen, which reminds me I should actually save the game. The AI will just start building their stuff right in the middle of your whole transport network and screw it up. And it's really annoying. Like, I'll have my nice railroad network, I'll have all the resources and everything going, and then all of a sudden, oh, a new competitor just showed up. And then they just have their own rails going all around my rails, and, like, buses and trucks going everywhere, and I can't... It just ruins everything for me. I'll put another little X thing over here. Right here. And another train depot there. And I'll do the little lights. One there and one there. Alright, now I'm going to want to put the little iron depot there. So I'll put... do I want a double or a single? I think I only need a single station for here. So I'm gonna, yeah, I'll put a single station there, and I'll make it pretty big so I can have a really long train for the iron ore. Because the iron seems to be the resource that gathers the slowest. So I usually make the trains for them as long as possible so I can get as much iron ore in one trip as possible, because I don't know if it's just if it's like a perception thing, but it seems like iron ore takes the longest to load into trains. People more experienced with this game might be able to confirm or deny that to me, but Train 2 is lost. What the heck? No, you're not lost. It's right there. How are you lost? Oh, I see what's going on. It needs a little cross thing here. Derp. There we go. Basically, he was stuck on this railway, and then he was coming down here, but the little signal there was there saying it was only one way, so he needs the little cross there to be able to get to the other side. Okay. There was I was playing this game a few days ago. And I thought I set up this really good train network, and I had like 20 trains going, and then there was one little spot I messed up, and after they'd all delivered their stuff and they all started to go, like, all the trains just got into a massive traffic jam, and everything was a disaster, and it took me forever to figure out where the little screw up in the railway was. It was a complete disaster. Anyway, there's the steel mines, and there's that. So I'll only put that there and that there. Because yeah, that's just that. This part of the track's gonna be two-way, and then when the track gets here, these two signals, it switches to one-way rails. So the iron ore train will go through that station to get there. So let's get the steam engine, and I will get. I think I'll go with 7 cars for this one. So I'll send them to the iron ore mine and then go over to the steel mill. And I'll have him go. Let's see. Cautelosh says the worst resource in the game is mail. I think I agree. It seems like mail doesn't really do much. I mean, you need to deliver mail to the cities in order, like the smaller cities, in order for them to grow. But delivering mail doesn't seem to give you much money at all in this game, and it takes a long time to load mail. And the mail trucks don't seem to have a high capacity either. Now, there's probably better mail trucks like in the future that I haven't unlocked yet, but yeah, mail seems to be really like the worst resource in this game as far as like the profit margins and the speed of delivery and stuff. I usually only do mail when it comes time for me to start growing the little tiny cities. Like, after I've got my whole railroad network set up, I'll probably have these 3 cities deliver mail between each other. That's why I like cities on coast, though, because the boats, like, especially the boats you start unlocking in the 1970s and 80s, they're such high-capacity boats. They can carry so much cargo between cities that's usually the best way to deliver mail. Really, the boats seem to be the best way to deliver almost every resource, as long as there's water. Obviously, boats kind of lose their utility, and oh, there's a competitor. Okay, good, they're starting up here. They're starting in this city, it looks like, and they built a little bus depot there, so good. They're. Let me save the game just in case they decide to build anywhere near me, and I can reload and screw them over. Oops. There we go. Alright, now I have a save game in case they start building freaking railroad networks all over the place here. Because I actually found out if they place a rail depot and you put you put 3 of your own railways in front of it, they won't build anything. They'll delete the depot and they'll go build it in a different city. So if I'm able to catch them building a rail depot anywhere around here, I can stop them from building here. And they'll go to a different city. But it looks like, at least at the moment, they're starting pretty far away from where I am, so... Okay, so... Now I got steel. Well, I don't have steel yet. This guy's going to turn the iron to steel. So the next thing I will need is to deliver the steel to the factory, which is right here. Let me figure out... Oh, actually, I should take the steel down to here because it's so close to the factory, and then I can have trucks deliver the steel from there to the... Actually, this one up here is not that much further. Let me think about this. Should I have trucks deliver the steel to this factory or not? Or maybe there's another factory in a better spot that I haven't noticed yet. I don't see any. I think that's the only factory anywhere nearby. Oh, no, there's a factory up there. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually use this factory up here instead, and then I can start sending goods to these 2 cities here. Oh, they're building a new oil rig somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's way up there. Let's see. There was one game I was playing where I started on a coast, and just... Because, you know, the game, it's a lot of random elements. They built, like, 4 oil rigs right off the coast of, like, the 2 starting cities I had. And I was just so happy. I'm like, I got so much oil, like, right off the coast. I was able to just start getting oil really quickly, and there was an oil refinery on the coast, too. So I was just... I was delivering so much oil goods to everyone. That was really lucky of me. But yeah, I'm gonna use this factory up here because then I think I might be able to build a big enough rail station to connect to that town there too. Supplies. Oh, he made it to the steel mill. Let's see. It's a length of 7. There's not really that good of a position to put this here. Let's see. Accepts passengers, grain, livestock, steel, and supplies passengers, mail, and goods. Yeah, I'll put it right there. It's just that might end up being a dead end because the city might start building. The city might expand into the back of the station there. So I'm going to do another intersection right here. And let's connect these to that factory. I might end up adding a little train station right here to this little tiny town. But that town's so small right now that it's not really that useful. The small towns seem kind of useless at the start of the game unless you're doing mail, which I'm not. Because the small towns, they need the mail and passengers are the 2 resources that cause the little tiny towns to grow. Let's see. Wow, Katalosh, you said a lot of stuff in the chat since the last time I looked. Let's see. I do like the map stylings have different weather. Yeah, I tried the desert map because I love desert environments, but the desert map was really hard. Because you also have to deliver water to all the towns and stuff. I haven't tried the snow one yet, but yeah, I do like how the different biomes have different resources and weather and stuff that change the way that the game is played. Although I don't think I noticed oil rigs on the desert map, which was unfortunate because you'd think that the oil would be an important resource out in the desert, but. Let's see, a little thing about this game. You bring one resource to another, and sometimes that makes a new resource, like wood to the sawmill. Yeah, the factory, the sawmill, and the oil refinery, those are the only ones I'm aware of at the moment. Those 3 turn all the resources into goods, which you deliver to the cities, and that causes the cities to grow. And then the other resource that gets transformed is iron ore gets turned into steel. Other than that, though, at least in the temperate maps, I haven't noticed any other resources that get transformed. On the desert maps, there's way more. There was fruit and rubber and all kinds of other things that get transformed on that one. But as far as I can tell, the different biomes seem to be like the difficulty levels of the game. The temperate biome is relatively straightforward to figure out, and then there's the alpine and the desert biome has all these crazy things you have to do. Let's see what you have to bring to other companies and cities. Yeah, not good in the desert. This game is really replayable. Let's see. Desert maps are the hardest resource-wise. Snow maps are the hardest to keep your transports working. I'll keep that in mind when I finally do the snow map. I haven't tried the snow ones yet. I've only done the temperate and the desert. Anyway, let me finish this intersection here. And connect those. And put some signals so that these are one way. I'll do another weird little X thing here. There's probably a name for whatever this is called in real life, but I don't know what it is. This little weird X plus thing with a train depot. I'll do the little one-way signals. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. Whoops. Let me redo that. It's supposed to be on this side. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now there's the factory there. So I'm going to deliver the steel to the factory, and then there's also farms here. Although I think I need to turn this into a three station, or there will be traffic here. So I'm going to need to build another. Because I'm going to have a steel train and a livestock train docked here most of the time, which will block the trains that need to get by. So yeah, I'm gonna need to make a third station there, I think. So let me do that really quick. Let me make sure I can actually build here, though. I'm not... Okay, good. I can build there. Yeah, that'll let trains get by when they're the steel train and the livestock train are there getting their resources. This will let the a third train be able to get by without there being a giant traffic jam here. In theory, anyway. That's gonna. I'll just do this. It's gonna cost extra money, but this right here might end up causing a bit of a traffic jam. Actually, shoot. Unless I make the middle dock a one-way dock, that might be able to that might be able to stop a traffic jam right here. So anyway, let me get a train to deliver the steel now. I have more than enough money. We'll do the SH 8P, and let me get 6 steel cars. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll have him dock there to wait for the iron to get turned into steel, and then I'll have him drop off the sorry, all the year money pop-ups just popped up. So I'll have you load there and unload there. So that train is just going to dock there and wait for the iron train to deliver the iron to the steel mill, and then I'll turn it to steel, and then that'll load up with steel. And then I want a livestock train to also deliver food and livestock to the factory up there too. So there's a livestock boxcar. Do 4 of those and 4 grain hoppers. And I'll have you go there. Okay, so yeah, see there's 2 trains docked there, so now he can go around there, and there won't be a traffic jam there. Awesome. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, there shouldn't be any traffic jams there. And then you're going to go... Uh-oh, that train is lost. I'll go figure out what's going on there in a second. So I'll have you load all your cargo and then unload there. Find out why this guy is lost. Why are you lost, buddy? Well, now he's not lost, so I don't know why it said he was lost. He doesn't seem to be lost now. I don't know, that was weird. It said he was lost, but now he's back on track. Is that the steel one? Oh no, it says cannot reach. What? Where's he trying to go? Up here. Did I screw up the train track? Oh, I see what... I forgot to make it go straight. Whoops. Never mind, he's lost. There we go. Now he should be able to make it. I forgot to make the tracks go straight across on that intersection. Also right here, that needs to go down like that. There we go. Now he can make it. Let me make sure he gets there. So yeah, even with these slightly better than wood bridges, the trains that go pretty slow over those bridges. Okay, yeah, now he's going to make it up there. We put a few extra signals to make some block sections, so that the trains don't get backed up there if there's a bunch of trains. Okay, yeah, he's going to make it. Let's see how much money I get for the steel, because... You'd think steel would actually be worth more than the coal, but from what I've noticed, the steel actually doesn't give you much. Same thing with the iron ore. Let's see how much you get for that. Oh, 8,000. That's not that bad, considering that's not that far away. I was expecting it to be more like 5,000, but 8,000 is pretty good. Alright, with that said, I think I actually have most of the land-based... I think I have, other than oil, I have like all of the... Well, and mail also. I think I have all of the land-based resources taken care of here. So I'm going to start focusing on growing some of these cities with the goods from the sawmill here. Oh, no, that's the... Where's the sawmill? The sawmill here and the factory up here will start making goods. So I'm just going to have the goods go right to the city. So let me get the roads to come up here, and then I'm going to have like a little dock for trucks, which I'll just put there. Do I not have enough money for it? Why is it not letting me place it? There we go. Okay, now there's a little truck dock there. Let's see. So I'll eventually have goods going out to the little city there. I think it might be worth making a passenger train now too to start delivering passengers. Let me see if there's a second city that would... No, I only have one city with passengers. This one's pretty close, but again, that one's really tiny. I'd rather come back to that later. And my HQ is here, so I do kind of want to grow this city. Let's see, is there any oil rigs they've built around here? No, no oil rigs. I'm hoping they start building an oil rig somewhere near here, because if I can get some oil, that would be awesome. But I don't see any oil refineries anywhere around here, so I'm gonna have to pay the city to build an oil refinery, which was really expensive. But yeah, now that I've got the basic resources taken care of, I'll look at the chat. Let's see, Lord of Creation asks, how many trains is there in Transport Tycoon? I don't know the total, but there's a lot. Every decade you unlock new types of trains. Like you start in the 1950s and it's all steam trains, and eventually you can get electronic trains and monorails, and you can even get a maglev. So you have like basically these super fast bullet trains on magnetic tracks, which is really cool. But I haven't made it that far in the game yet. So to kind of answer your question, there's a lot of different trains you can eventually get. But I think you only start the game with 2 different steam engines. See, steel doesn't give as much, but the end result from the factory... Yeah, the goods from the factory is where the real money is, which makes sense. Let's see, in Deluxe, the last upgrade for trains is the maglev. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. The freaking magnetic bullet trains that just shoot really fast. It's awesome. Yeah, who are damn fast. They're really... You can see them in the main menu. When you're at the main menu and it shows some stuff in the background, you can see the bullet trains like zooming around everywhere. And it looks like there's no traffic jams. Oh, he just broke down, so he's probably going to go to the depot to get fixed. Yeah, he caused a little traffic jam there. Come on, go to the depot, get fixed. Yeah, there he goes to get fixed. There he goes. Awesome. So there's a few different things I can do here. I could try and get the goods from the sawmill and the factory to some of these cities. Or I could start doubling up on some of the resources I already have. Like I could find another power plant and do double coal. There's another power plant up there. There's also another coal mine there, but that one's so close to the power plant I won't get much money for it. What? Oh, there's a coal mine up here. That one's actually a pretty good distance from... Yeah, I'm gonna get coal from up there to that power plant. Actually, let me see how my competitor's doing, because he started up a while ago. Looks like he is just setting up buses. He's got buses there between these 2 cities. So he's going, that AI is going with, oh, he's got something down here too. He's got some trains. He's doing coal down here. Delivering to that power plant. And I think that's all he has right now. Is just, he has a bus network and a coal network right now. And I hope he stays away from here. Let me save the game. Because another competitor might start up soon, and they might ruin everything by building right by me. But Anyway, there's, yeah, coal right there. There's also another steel mill there, so I'm going to do a double train station. Yeah, right there. And let's level this out a bit. And let's... So yeah, there's electric railroads, monorails, and maglevs. But I think you unlock the electric railroads in the 1960s, and it's 1962, so I should be getting those pretty soon. But the monorails I don't think you get until the 80s or 90s, and the maglev is like in the future, which I haven't gotten to yet. I think the farthest I've gotten in this game is like 1980. Yeah, I kind of want... If I build back here, the train tracks are going to annoy the people in that town. So I think I'm just going to do an intersection here. That train station will be a dead end. Actually, let me connect it. I'm going to need to do some landscaping here. What? What do you mean train 3 can't find a path to continue? Is this train 3? That's train 1. Where's... Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, these two trains... Oh, shoot. I need to do... I know what to do to fix this. I need to put this right here. That should fix it. There we go. I think that... Is that doing it? That should cause him to go backwards. But he's not. I'm confused. There's a traffic jam here, and I'm not sure... what's going on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was... It just took a few minutes for it to resolve, but there we go. Now it's all fixed. What do you mean you can't find a path? Is that the coal train? Is that... Yeah, that's the coal train. He's on the right... He's going to the coal mine just fine. I don't know why it says he can't find a path to continue. He's going right to the coal mine. There we go. I don't know, maybe it just takes like 20 seconds for the little prompt to go away after they found a path to their target or something. I don't know. Anyway, back to this. Let me connect this. Do that, and then, yeah. Alright, cool. Then we'll do the little weird X thing. And I'll put a train depot there. And then the little lights to make these one way. And then let me finish this intersection after that train goes by. And I'll connect those, and then connect these. And then put one more down there. Okay, there we go. Oh, a new oil rig is under construction. Please be really close to where I am. That's a little bit far, but not super far. So unless they build an oil rig closer to me, that's probably going to be the first one I go after. But I might wait until I unlock the faster oil rigs, because the starting oil rig is pretty slow. And I think it would probably take too long for the default oil rig to get there and come back to actually make any kind of profit. So either I'll wait until I unlock the faster oil rig, or I'll hope that they build an oil rig like right out here where I started, which has happened to me before. But I unlocked a new unlocked the Floss 47, a gas train, not a steam train. Oh yeah, I was going to do coal, so let me make a second coal train. And then where was that other power plant I wanted to go to? This power plant up here, I think. Or is there another one over here? Because the further... There is a threshold when you go too far that you end up not making much of a profit. But the general rule is the further away the resource is from the place you're taking the resource, the more money you'll make. Oh, I just noticed there's another sawmill there. There's like 2 sawmills. Oh no, that's not a sawmill. That's an iron All right, that sawmill is pretty close to this city though, so I could probably have trucks deliver goods to the city where my headquarters is. I have a feeling this game would be a nightmare for anyone with ADHD because it's really easy to get just distracted by all the stuff everywhere. But I'm gonna want to make a bridge going across the water there, and I'll go over to that power plant. I think if I can't find a better power plant over here. Oh, there's one right there. Yeah, I think I want to maybe go to that power plant because then I could do stuff in these two towns here, and there's also a farm too. Oh, another competitor just started up. Okay, good. They're pretty far away from... Yeah, they're all the way on the other side of the map, so I shouldn't have to worry about them anytime soon. Let's see. I don't know, I'm worried that this power plant is too far, but I think I am going to go with the closer power plant here. Wow, I actually have tons of money. I have so much money. If only I had that money in real life. But, no, I don't. I want a single platform, and I'll make it a length of 5. And I'll just do a one-way bridge here. And I'll do the steel bridge. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, there's not enough space to do with the intersection with the signal, so I'm gonna have to do this as a double. And then I'll put the signals back here on the other side of the bridge. Oh well. Okay, so I'll do this, and then I'll have those go like that, and then I'll be able to make the signals. Alright, so let me put a signal there, and a signal there, and one there, and one there, and one there, and one there. Okay, that should be good. And then I'm not even going to bother with that coal mine. I'm going to go to the much further coal mine. I'll have the train drive. You know what? Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna put a rail depot here. Make it a double. And I'll end up using this coal mine much later to deliver it to a really far away power plant. So. Oh yeah, this town is really small though. It doesn't even accept goods yet, but whatever. I'll start delivering passengers there when I start doing passengers and mail. Okay, so that's where it's gonna go down to 1 lane. So I'm gonna change this here, make this 2 lanes. And I'm going to do some landscaping here. Oops. There we go. Alrighty. That should be good. Okay, and then I'll need to make the weird little X thing here. And a depot and some signals. Put that there and that there. And then that there and that there. Okay. So, let me get that coal train. And I'll just do 6 coal hoppers. And I'll have you load up there and drop everything off at this power plant. And that should get me tons of money. Because coal seems to be the most consistent money-earning resource in this game. Which is weird to me. Kind of makes sense in like the early 1900s, but it's kind of weird that coal is such a good money maker in this game, like consistently through like the whole game. Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, I don't see that many No, I got the music off because um, it's too distracting when I'm trying to play the game and look at the chat at the same time. The music's just too distracting. I love the music in this game though. It's pretty cool. But I'm not really good at multitasking, which is one of the reasons I don't really stream games. I don't feel like I'm really good at streaming, but it just sounded like a good idea lately, so anyway, they still aren't making any oil on here. Any oil rigs out here, so oh, there's an oil refinery though, which I could start turning into goods to send to these towns here. But I'd rather build an oil refinery, or I'd rather get this city to build an oil refinery here and then have an oil rig, not an oil rig, an oil tanker deliver the oil to the city with the oil refinery. And then I'll probably build like a train depot there to take the oil, the goods created from the oil to other cities. Oh, a new aircraft was just unlocked. I have enough money for an airport. I probably could start building some airports, but airplanes are really only good for mail and passengers, and they're better for like sending passengers like way across the map because you know they're airplanes. They can go. Wow, there's a bunch of oil rigs way up here where no one can get to them because they're in little lakes. Yeah, why are they building oil rigs way over here, but like none near where I'm starting out? Come on. Ooh, that oil rig's in a really good spot for that city there. There was a game the other night. I actually have it saved. I might load it. There were just to show you guys. There was one I was playing the other day where like 4 oil rigs, like just like almost not instantly, but like really soon after I started the game, like 4 oil rigs just built right outside of the city I happened to pick to start out in. So I had shit tons of oil and I was making so much money like really quickly because of that. I'm just like, forget trains, I'm just gonna go all in on oil tankers. I was making so much money from just those 4 oil rigs that set up right outside my my start location, which was awesome. See, also, from smaller towns to bigger cities always help, but not the other way around. So taking passengers and mail from smaller cities to the larger cities is the better idea? Because I actually would think it'd be the other way around, like bringing citizens from like established cities to a smaller one. It'd bring, you know, more population there to cause them to grow. Let's see. I was about to say, I think Ice Cream Man disabled the music because it could be copyrighted. I don't know if the music in this game is copyrighted because this whole game is abandonware now. I don't think anyone owns it anymore because Microprose was the last company that owned it. And then they went bankrupt, I think, in 2004? Although someone probably bought Microprose, so someone probably does own the rights to Transport Tycoon. But what I looked up the other day, it's apparently abandonware and no one owns Transport Tycoon, so I don't think there's any copyrights on it right now. Don't take that with a grain of salt, though. I might be wrong. I was really hoping some oil rigs would go up around here and I could start getting, because I have tons of money to start building a bunch of oil tankers and stuff, but this oil rig is a little bit far. I'll go ahead and set up the dock, though. I'll get the dock and everything ready. I feel like down here would be a good place for the dock, but it's probably too far from the city unless I put the rail depot here and connect the dock to the rail depot. Oh, unlocked a new airplane. So yeah, I can make the rail station kind of connect to where the dock is. So I'm going to do that. Just level that out there and put that right there. And then let me connect the dock to that. Yeah. Okay, they're now the dock and the rail station are connected, so I can get oil up to that city, and then I might have enough money for an oil rig. Let me see, or an oil refinery. No, I need so much money for an oil refinery, but when I have enough money, I'm gonna build an oil refinery right here in this empty spot, so I can just have tons of oil coming in here, going right to the refinery, getting turned into goods, going right to the city, and then all the extra goods I'll load into the station and start sending it to other cities with another train. But let me turn this into a double track here by leveling this out. Let's level this all out so it doesn't look all weird. And yeah, I'm gonna make a double. I'll make a double station there. And then let's do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and delete this, and do that. Okay. Oh, they're perfectly aligned. That's awesome. Let me do the little X thing right here in the middle. And yeah, oh, I should just repay the starting loan. Let me pay off the whole loan so that I'm not losing money to the interest, because I have enough money to pay off the loan. Because in this game you start out with a $100,000 loan at 2% interest, and that adds up after quite a few years. So I usually pay it off as soon as I can. Alright, so that's all connected there. But let me see if that guy told me about the... See, but from big to small takes a lot of time. So mostly I set airplanes to not... See, in my experience, the larger cities, the stations fill up with passengers really fast. So it seems like it's actually really quick to load passengers of the larger cities, where it takes a lot longer to load from the smaller cities. So I would think that taking passengers from the larger cities and dropping them off at the smaller ones would be the way to go. But I don't know. I have a feeling you're more experienced with this game, so if it's the other way around, I guess I'll try that. But my brain is failing to see how that works exactly. Let me connect this dock to the roads there, right by my headquarters. Let's see. I see some new people are joining the stream, even though there's oh, somewhere's accepting mail now. Up here. Mail's like the last thing I do, though, because as was pointed out, it's like the least profitable resource in this game. I think it's because there's other than boats, there's nothing in the game with that can carry a high capacity of mail. Oh well, no, trains can actually carry tons of mail with the mail cars. So trains delivering mail might actually be the best way to deliver mail in this game, now that I think about it. But anyway, I'm going to start delivering some passengers from here to Bontfield. Yeah, town is not growing, so I'm gonna start with passengers. So let's get another steam engine, and I'll do passengers and mail. Why not? I'll do 4 passenger cars and 4 mail cars. And I'll load up here. And I'll drop them off at Bontfield. And I want all cargo because it's got 2 different types of cargo. So I'll send people from here to go work in Bontfield at the factories. And I'll deliver mail to them too. Oh, Oil Wells announces imminent closure. Well, maybe you guys are closing because you... Oh, that's a land one, not a sea one. I was going to say, maybe your oil rig is shutting down because you built it, like, way far away from the ocean in, like, this random lake. See, my competitors look like they're spreading to all these little cities. Let's see what's going on here. Is that... Yeah, they're delivering livestock to this factory over here with trucks. See, from what I understand, delivering stuff by trucks, it's something that pays off more down the road once you have like a huge network of trucks, but it's like not really good right at the start. Because if you notice, when the truck drops off, when a truck drops off its resources, it's not a lot of money. But if you have like 30 trucks, like one after the other, dropping off resources, obviously that adds up really quickly. But it takes a long time to build up a network of tons of trucks. So I usually just go trains first, and I only bother with trucks if, like, honestly, I rarely use trucks. Oh, awesome! They built an oil rig right here. Perfect timing. So let me make an oil tanker. Awesome! I'm really excited now. I can start getting oil. So I'll just build that right there. And let's build an oil tanker. And I'll have you go to the oil rig and drop off the oil here. And then I'll just save up money until I can build an oil refinery, I guess. And I'll build up a huge supply of oil there while I'm waiting for money to build a refinery. Alright, awesome. That's really cool. This is a good place to save. So I'm gonna save the game. 90s Jake. Okay. Awesome. And then when I get the faster oil rig, he's going to be able to get oil, or a faster oil tanker. He'll be able to get oil from there really quickly. So I think I need 700,000 pounds to build a oil refinery here. Although I could start delivering it to this. No, that oil refinery is kind of far, although I would get a lot of money. But that'd be kind of funny, getting the oil from there, going all the way back here, and then having the train loop all the way around to go back to this refinery just to get oil. It'd probably make more sense to make a dock over here, but that's, I don't know, there's no coastal towns over here, so I'd have to build the dock here, and then have the trucks deliver the oil to this town, and then it just, or I could build a canal. Could build a canal for the boats there. I don't know. Or I could build a canal up to this little thing and then put a dock there. I don't know. Nah, I'm just gonna save up for an oil refinery, and I'm gonna build my own oil refinery here, right next to my headquarters. Oh, they just built the little... is that a soccer field? Not sure. It looks... I think that's a soccer field. Or football, as they call it in the UK. Yeah, let me connect some of these roads. I actually think I have enough money to improve this city, but let's see what some of you guys are saying. You guys talking about Star Fox Command? Oh, let's see. Kodalosh. It was really weird. The last time I played this game is so long ago, and it was on a snow map, but my airport on the biggest city received the most, but sent out the least. It's a little dancing dog. You know, Command screwed up when even Reddit says that Fox and Crystal... Yeah, Command is a weird game. Yeah, canals are really expensive. I almost never make canals unless it's really, it's not a huge, unless the gap between the lake and the, like, making a canal here would be really expensive. But right here, I don't know, I might be able to make a canal for less than 100,000 pounds, but I think it would just make more sense to just build up my oil stocks at this dock and then build a refinery here. When I have enough money. I already have half the money I need to build a refinery, so Montfield no longer accepts mail. Oh, well, I was sending a train there to deliver mail. Now they don't accept mail anymore.
What? Does the city not accept mail?
Yeah, why doesn't the city accept mail now? That's weird. Yeah, it accepts passengers, grain, livestock, and steel, but it no longer accepts mail. Well, let me find that train, and I'll have it not... deliver mail anymore. Where is that train? Let me go find it. This one. Yeah, he's not making any money this year. Oh, he's got a bunch of bags of mail. Uh-oh, he's stuck. What's going on? Seriously? He's... Oh, I see what I need to do. I forgot to put the lights here. Derp. So put that light there and that light there. Okay. Yeah, he's been stuck there, I think, the whole time, which is probably why they're not accepting mail anymore. But anyway, I'm gonna... oh, they're starting to build stuff. This city's growing now. Yeah, it's growing every 77 days. So I'm gonna give some money to the city to start building a bunch of new stuff. So now they're gonna build better roads. And hopefully some new houses and stuff. Awesome. Cool. Although that was actually a lot of money to do that. I probably should have built the oil refinery first and then upgraded the city. Anyway, I should put a crisscross over here too. We'll do it right here. And then put the little train depot and some lights. Oh, another competitor just started up. And they are starting here. And it looks like they're going with buses, or yeah, that's a bus station there. They're starting with buses. Thankfully, none of my competitors I mean, they're starting to get kind of close to they're setting up some trains here. They're starting to get close to me, but what? How come this city's not accepting goods anymore? What the heck? Whatever, I don't have goods yet, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but I want goods to go to this city because my headquarters is here. Let's see. Let's see, that's why I hate mail routes. They stop so fast. Yeah, that town, I set up a mail route to that town, and only a few minutes later, it's like, nah, we don't want mail anymore. Screw you guys. So now you gotta send the mail from Bontfield to somewhere else. Yeah. So you got to move goods. And now this place doesn't accept goods anymore. But let's see. Yeah, there's 120 bags of mail sitting at this train station. Oh, I forgot to connect this right here. Whoops. Let me connect that. Yeah, there's a bunch of mail just sitting at that train station now. So what the hell am I going to... I guess I could drop it off at this city. Yeah, that one's accepting mail. So I'm going to... have you, let's change your orders. Let's see, let me go pick up the mail here. Oh, let me redo this. I want you to fully load any cargo. And then I'll have you go to this little town here, because they're still accepting mail. Move you down. And then unload all. Okay. So now he's going to go pick up the mail there and then drop it off there. So let me actually... Whoops. Where'd he go? Was he already leaving? Oh, he's already loaded up all his mail, so he's not going to be able to pick up the mail on that run. Wow, look at how much oil that boat just delivered to here. I got so much oil there now. Startbridge Oil announces imminent closure. Where is that? Yeah, all the land oil rigs look like they're closing down. Oh, there's another oil field there. Hey, why is that gray? That's weird. Oh, well, it's yellow up there, so I think it belongs to these guys here, but I don't know why it turned gray like the oil rigs. Anyway, let's see what this train's doing. Did he get the mail from there? Nope. He got just a few of the bags of mail. Because he already loaded up with mail from this city. So let me cancel going to there for a while. so that he gets all the mail from there and delivers it to this little town. But watch, in a few minutes, this town is going to be like, nah, we don't accept mail anymore. Awesome. Oh, I forgot to put lights on this track over here. Let me do that. I'll put a few here. And some right there. So that there's block sections on this track. According to Codalosh, if the color is gray, that means it's contested. Does that mean multiple companies can build stuff? Oh, whatever they were, they're gone now. Yeah, there was two like gray. I think there were bus stops in this city here, because yeah, I can tell they built a road connecting these two cities, and I think they were delivering passengers. But whatever it was, it went away. So maybe gray is they sold it or something, and they're abandoning it. I don't know. It's gone now, whatever it was. Or maybe you're right. Maybe gray does mean contested, and one of them just decided to sell it instead of competing for it. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I have not had a contested anything yet in this game. Here he comes with more oil. Okay, now he's delivering a bunch of mail and stuff there. Where is that? Right there. Yeah, I didn't make much money at all from the passengers. He only made like £1,000 from 4 full cars of passengers and mail. Like, the passengers and mail is, unless it's an airplane, you just don't get much money from passengers and mail. I think the intention is with this game is you're supposed to start with passengers and mail, like just building up money slowly with that, but it's so easy to start making tons of money with coal that it makes more sense to just start with trains and coal. And because while the trains are a lot more expensive than, setting up the rail networks and everything is more expensive than getting buses and mail trucks, you still start out with enough money to get a pretty good train to start delivering coal. And then you make up that money like after just 2 or 3 trips from a coal mine to a power plant. So the buses, starting with buses just doesn't seem like a good idea. It seems, from my experience with using trucks, it seems like they're actually better as like a really long-term investment once you have like a huge trail of trucks. But I don't know, it just seems better to use trains. Oh no, they're building right by me now. They're starting to build in, looks like they got a bus network there in Fundwood and Ninston. They're getting really close, guys. The game might be ruined soon if they start building in my cities here. Shoot. Because yeah, I was gonna build another train station here and start delivering goods from the sawmill to these cities, but it looks like they're setting up shop there, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Have you heard of Umamuse Pretty Derby? No, I've not heard of that. Is that a game or a movie or something? Let's see, Blue Cat says, good old open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. I hear they released a new version, but just last year. I don't know when the last version came out. I only just got it for the first time a few days ago. Let's see. Yeah, I got so much oil building up here now. I'm about halfway to being able to get an oil refinery, so kind of hoping a second oil rig goes up somewhere along here so I can get a second oil tanker. And then when I start to get really fast boats, I'm going to start connecting these coastal towns over to here. Oh, they're starting to build here too. Drat. Yeah, they just set up, looks like they're going with coal. Looks like they're going to use trucks to deliver coal from this mine to this power plant here. Yep, there they go. The AI is building a road there. Yeah, they're gonna start pumping out coal trucks. Really, only one? I thought there was gonna be like 10 of them coming out, but they're only doing one. It looks like. So yeah, the AI is getting pretty close now to my whole operation. I think that's another reason I like to stick to coastal towns, is that the AI doesn't seem to really do much along the coast. Oh, he just set up, looks like lumber. Yeah, he's getting some lumber there. I don't know where he's going to deliver it to, though. I don't see a sawmill around here. Let's see what he does with the road. Looks like he's not doing anything. Come on, 1992 AI, start building roads. Yeah, what's he doing? He's just sitting, he placed the little depot and then a little truck stop and then just isn't doing anything with the roads. Maybe he's waiting to have enough money. I don't know if the AI cheats in this game or not, if they need like the money to actually build stuff or not, but he's not doing anything, so... Oh, I see. Okay, I see what he's going to do. He's going to build a road probably through these two towns all the way to the sawmill. I feel like trains would be better, though. That's pretty... Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's connecting those two together. That's pretty far for trucks, though. I mean, he's going to make a lot of money from that in the long run, but that's a really long distance for trucks to drive. And he built a tunnel. Because getting enough trucks to fill up that road is going to be really expensive. It'd make more sense to do trains, but whatever. The AI isn't perfect. If it was, this game probably wouldn't be fun, because it would just win every time. Let's see. Hello again, everyone. Hello, Crystal Kingdom General. Welcome back. The stream, it looks like there's way less people in the stream today compared to yesterday, but that makes sense because it's Christmas Eve and most people that follow me aren't interested in watching me play games. They're more interested in Star Fox. So but everyone who showed up in the stream after it started, how are y'all doing? Hope you're all having an awesome Christmas Eve. I'm having a very, very lazy Christmas Eve, not really doing much today. We're doing our celebrating tomorrow. I forgot what I was doing now. I still don't have enough money for a refinery, so maybe I should look into getting some other resources in the meantime. See, there's another factory there and a steel mill. There's iron up here. So, ooh, 2 iron, ooh. And a sawmill. Yeah, I'm gonna build up here. So I'm gonna put that there. And then another one here. And yeah, double iron mines within close proximity. That's pretty cool. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna need to mess with this a little bit. I'll do some landscaping. Connect those. And then level that out. I actually forgot to ask, can you guys hear the sound effects in the game? I have the sound effects pretty low, and I realized you guys might not even be able to hear any of the sound effects. I hear sirens outside. I hope wherever they're going, the people are okay. Yeah, I hear a lot of sirens outside. It's a terrible day to have some kind of emergency on Christmas Eve, my goodness. Or is that in my game? Lizzie, are those sirens outside, or is that in my game?
Yeah, take my headphones off.
Do you hear that?
Wait.
I hear lots of sirens.
Yeah, that's real.
Okay, I know that's there. There's like tons. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the stream. There's tons of sirens going off outside, but they still sound kind of distant. So I thought maybe it was in the game, but I hope whatever's wrong it gets all fixed.
Maple. Snack, buddy.
Because Christmas Eve is not a cool day for a disaster to happen. I mean, no day is a cool day for a disaster to happen, but especially Christmas and Christmas Eve. Like, it's supposed to be a really cool holiday. Anyway, let me connect these railways to the things I actually think I'm starting to doze off. I'm getting really tired. I'm at least gonna get the oil refinery before I fall asleep. Actually, how long I've been going? I've only been going an hour and a half. I'm gonna go longer than that. I'm gonna go like at least 3 hours, but I'm starting to get really tired for some reason. It's probably because it's like really, really dark and rainy here, so it's been really low lighting for like 2 days now, and just the low lighting conditions just make me feel really tired. But yeah, I'm starting to feel a little tired now. Let's make the little X thing there. That there. And some lights there and there. Okay. Some more of those X things so that there isn't any traffic jams. I'll do it right there. It's a little close to the station, but I don't really have much of a choice. Put that there and that there. You there, and you there. Okay. So I was going to get iron ore from these two places and take them to this steel mill down here, and then I'm going to have trucks just deliver the steel to that factory up there. So I think those are too far apart for a single train station. Then I wouldn't have to do the... Oh, they're so close, yet so far. Oh well. So I'll do a double train station here, and then just a single down there. So let's make a double, and then a single at the steel mill. And then let's connect these, and I'll just do one of those intersections here. That, and like that, and then like that, and like that, and then put some lights so that there's not a crazy traffic jam. Do it right there and right there. Okay. Let's see if any more oil rigs have gone up. Nope, just that one oil rig. Oh great, I messed something up over here, didn't I? What's going on here? Why can't he find a path? He should be able to. What? Yeah, why is he stopped there? He should be... Oh, a train's trying to get to this depot, I think. Oh, no, Once he goes by, he should be able to go. Okay, now the message went away. He's just waiting for he's waiting for whatever train's trying to get to this depot. Wow, I forgot what I was doing. Let's see what you guys are saying in the audience. So your Christmas Eve is exactly like mine. Not much for me to do but chill. Yeah, I just decided to kind of just take... Because yesterday we were out and about doing a bunch of errands. And I did that stream when I got home. But I'm not going to talk. I talked about it in the stream yesterday. There's been a lot going on the last few days. So I figured, well, Christmas Eve, we'll just kind of do nothing and relax. And then Christmas Day, we'll do our celebrating. So I'm just playing games all day today. I'm playing this. See, creating a train on Christmas Eve. Funnily enough, yesterday I came to your stream after watching The Polar Express. I still haven't seen that movie.
That's cute.
Let's see. Good day, mates. Happy to be here finally. Welcome. I'm happy that you're happy to be here. I'm happy that people actually are happy to watch me play a really old game on Christmas Eve. Although, if you guys can, you should be celebrating Christmas Eve with your family, not me.
Some people don't like their families.
Yeah. Hopefully, if you guys aren't celebrating Christmas Eve with your family today, hopefully you're celebrating it on Christmas Day tomorrow. Like me with mine. Is that train still stuck there? Okay, there is a traffic jam or something going on here. So I don't know if it's showing up on the stream, but a segment of the track that's being used, it appears as darker than the rest. So it looks like it's the steel train here that's causing a problem, but he shouldn't be because... Oh, no, I know how to solve this, I think. Or do I? Yeah, I think I know how to solve this. Yes, I know you can't continue. I need to put a light here. That still doesn't look like it's solving it. Shoot. I can figure this out. Put a light here. Maybe that's... No? What is causing this jam here? Whatever. I'm going to force this steel train here to leave a little early. I think this... Okay, it was that steel train that was causing the problem. Alright, there we go. That fixed the traffic jam there. Hopefully that won't happen again. Oh, new oil rig under construction. Please be nearby. Nope, way on the other side of the map. Oh yeah, the AI, the two AI companies, they've built up like all over the place. They're probably doing so much better than me. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, I didn't see the green one. Where'd he start up? But yeah, they're doing way better than me. I'm still getting used to this game. I'm still I'm not super good at this game yet. But there's another new oil rig under construction. Oh, an oil refinery. Is that nearby? Nope, that's also on the other side of the... It's also on the other side of the map. But I'm gonna build my own oil refinery at my starting city as soon as I have enough money for it. Because I have all of this oil just building up at the docks here. I have 187,000 liters of oil. That's so much. When that goes to the oil refinery, it's going to just give me so much money. And then I can start shipping the goods from the oil refinery to other cities. That actually reminds me, I should be getting goods from that factory here. I think the goods are actually just automatically going right to the city when it drops off the stuff, because I don't see the goods building up in the actual train station. So, that's the passenger train, I think. Oh, a steel mill's closing down, way over there, nowhere near me. Yeah, all the AI players are. They're closing in on me. They've almost completely surrounded me. There's this open area here and then up here, but they might start trying to move into my city soon, and then it's gonna turn into chaos after that. Anyway. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I was gonna get iron ore and stuff from here and then deliver wood to the sawmill. So let me... Where was I going to deliver that Or oh yeah, down here. I didn't even finish down here. I'm having like total ADHD right now. I completely forgot I was doing this down here. So let's connect these. Put some lights there and there. And then I want to do a crisscross here, so put the little depot there. Okay. So first I'll do the iron ore, so I'll start up here. And I'll get another super fast steam train with 6 iron ore hoppers. Oh, armored boxcar. I must have just unlocked that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll have you go get the iron ore there. Drop it off at the steel mill there. Oops. I want load all cargo and then unload all. And then I'm going to have trucks deliver the steel from here to the factory there. So I'm going to, because it's really close, I'm just going to do trucks. So let's make some truck stops. Yeah, I want to attach them to that train depot. And then I'll make some roads to there. And then I will just do a dead-end truck stop there. And one of those. And then let's make a truck depot. I'll just put it right there. The new vehicles. Where's the steel trucks? I'll do 4 of them. So I'll have them go there to collect the steel, and then go there to drop off the steel to turn into goods. And then let me clone this truck, so I don't have to do all the orders again. And then I'll just have them all go wait for the iron ore train to get the steel there. And I just unlocked an electric train. Yep, I unlocked the electric railroads. Awesome. New electrified railway locomotive now available. I'm just going to stick with the old rails for now, though. So there goes the little steel trucks, and then they're just going to wait there for the iron ore train to deliver the iron ore to get turned into steel. Everyone's super excited that the trucks showed up at the steel mill. I don't know, that's so funny to me. And then when that gets turned into steel, they're just going to take it right up there to the factory. But I also want to get livestock there too. So let me find another, this farm up here. I think I'll... Oh yeah, there's another sawmill there. But he's got his little company there. It looks like he's putting money into the city here because it looks like they're building stuff. Where's the farm I'm currently using? Oh, I might do this. No, that farm's really close. You know what? I might just do trucks, actually. Yeah, maybe I'll have trucks deliver the livestock for... I'll do that. I'll just do trucks to this one, too. I don't normally like to use trucks, but it seems like the best thing to do. Yes, build a separate station. And then I'll just have 2 docks here. Yes, connect it to the train station. And I'll have you go over here like that. Okay. Oh, this train apparently had a negative profit. Oh, it's the passenger train. Yeah, freaking passengers and mail is just not a good resource in this game. Let me send them back to the big city. So unload and fully load, and then I'll have them go back to here and unload and fully load. Maybe then he'll start making some money. I'll try what that guy suggested, taking people from the small town to the bigger town. I don't know why that ends up being more profitable, but You'd think it'd be the other way around, but... Let's see, Radio Noah came on. Says, I'm working at home too, celebrating it with family and cooking too. I hope you're having some really good food. I'm having some awesome food tomorrow, but tonight I'm eating a really crappy sandwich. Actually, no, I'm going to have soup tonight. I had a crappy sandwich for lunch. But tomorrow I'm going to have really good food, so I'm not complaining. I'm going to have steak and eggs tomorrow, which I haven't had since last Christmas. Anyway, let me get the livestock and the grain cars. I'll just do 2 of each for now. Livestock and grain. So let's send you guys here and then drop it off at the factory. Send you guys there and drop it off at the factory. And then let me clone these 2 vehicles and send them all on their merry way. Oh, cool. He arrived. Oh, yep. The steel trucks are loading up now. Now they're gonna take the steel to that factory now. Awesome. Let's see. And there's still steel to spare, so I probably could do 2 more trucks to get all the steel in one trip, but it takes the train a while to get back, so I'll stick with 4 steel trucks, and then probably 2 or 3 of them will make a second trip after they drop off the steel. Yeah, they're dropping off all that steel. That's cool. Yeah, you see, the trucks just don't really give you much money compared to trains. As far as I'm aware, airplanes give you the most money, but there's a lot of weird factors with airplanes. You know, I'm wondering if... Have I unlocked the faster oil tankers yet? No, I still haven't. The second oil tanker you get is like more than twice as fast as the... It's more than twice the speed of the starting oil tanker, so if I unlocked that... I might be able to make a dock down here in Franfield to go get this oil rig relatively quickly and then just ship the oil back to here where I'm going to build my oil rig, which I'm getting closer to having enough money to do. Or the oil refinery, not the rig. I keep mixing up oil rigs, oil refineries, oil tankers, and oil wells. I keep mixing them all up whenever I say one of them. Let's see if they're... Oh, come on. Is it in the same spot? Oh, no, it's a different spot. Why are you stuck? That's darn peculiar. I might actually have to make... I might have to do some weird shenanigans here to stop this traffic jam from happening. I don't think my normal thing's gonna work. No, it'll work. I know what I'm doing wrong. Let me get rid of that. Yes, I know that train is lost. I'm trying to fix it. I forgot to do it on the little X thing on the opposite side. That should solve it. There we go. Yep, that solved it. What? He's going the wrong... What the heck, dude? Come on. Oh, no, I did it there... Wow. You can tell I'm tired because I'm making some really weird mistakes, actually. There, I had it facing the wrong way. That should fix it. As soon as he gets a chance to do a U-turn. Or I guess I could just flip him. Flip the train. Yeah. Cannot reach. Are you serious? Come on, man. He hasn't had a problem yet. I don't know why he's suddenly having issues trying to get to whatever. I'll let him figure it out. I need to deliver stuff to the sawmill. So let me see if there's any other new forests. I don't think there is. I think those are the only 2 forests anywhere near me. Well, it's kind of hard to spot them because they blend in with the normal trees. Yeah, you'd think they'd just start cutting down all of these trees everywhere, but no. I guess I could make because there's 2 forests here, I probably could just have a second train deliver wood to that sawmill. And I don't think it would... Yeah, there's tons of wood building up there. I could probably do that. So let me get... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me have you go to the sawmill. Let's see, fully load and unload. I'm not getting that message of that train being lost, so I think he figured it out. Yeah, there he is right there. He figured it out. I needed to put another one of those weird switcheroos on the other side of the station. You need one on each side of the station, basically, so that if a train is docked in the station, they switch and they go through the other one around to the other side. And that usually prevents any kind of crazy traffic jams. Oh yeah, he goes here first. Yeah, he loaded up really fast because the station was basically already full. New oil rig under construction. Please be really close to... Nope. It's nowhere near where I am. Yeah, almost all of the oil rigs are being built like really far away from... Yeah, there's 2 of them down here now. Come on, build a second one right off the coast of where I am. I mean, I have so much oil built up here from just this one oil rig though, because I don't have a refinery yet. Almost have enough money for it though. Let's see what else I can do while I wait for the money to get a refinery. I feel like I should do something with these 2 cities. I'll set up docks here, even though it's not really... I guess I could deliver passengers to them by boat. That might not be very profitable though, but I'll try it out. See, I'll put a dock at this little town. Oops, I want roads. Connect it to the road, and I'm going to put a dock here. Just level this out. And put the dock right there. Passengers and mail. Oh, I want it... Shoot. I'm going to have to do like a weird trickery so I can deliver goods with this dock. By putting the little truck depot in the town, but connecting the truck depot to the... Yeah, I can connect to the docks. Awesome. So now I can deliver... What? It says it only accepts passengers and mail, but... What the heck, dude? No, it says it should accept goods. Whatever. Let me put a little boat place down here to repair the boats. I'll put it right there. And then I will take passengers from here and send them to my starting town. So I'll get 2 passenger ferries, and I'll have one go to Franfield docks and drop them off here. Let's see, fully load and then unload. I'm going to have them go back and forth, unload and fully load at both. And then, oh great, the trains are getting stuck again. I must have messed up somewhere because the trains keep getting stuck. I'll have you unload your passengers and then fully load more. Oh, well, whatever train was stuck, it figured it out because it's not stuck anymore. Let me see, I got them on both sides there, both sides there, both sides of that one. That's a dead end, so I don't need it on both sides, although I should have it on one side. Maybe that's where they got stuck. Yeah, I got it there. One-sided, one there. Got it on both sides there, both sides there, both sides there, although it's still getting stuck. What the heck, dude? I messed up here somewhere because the train's still getting stuck. Although he's going to leave, and then he'll be able to go in just a second. He'll be able to go after he goes in the depot. There we go. Oh, wow, there's a huge traffic jam here. Uh-oh. Okay, I see what's going on. I just need more lights along the railway here. That's all. I need more block sections. Okay, that should clear up this traffic jam. There we go. Awesome. Let's see. Hey, Ice Cream Man and everyone here, have you all heard of and watched the Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2? I've seen the first one, but I haven't seen the second one. That's the one with Kurt Russell, right? If I remember right.
Yeah, it wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be. It was okay, though.
Yeah, I'm having trouble remembering what exactly happened. I remember Kurt Russell, and I think he had, like, there was something going on with his son or something. But I've seen the first one, but I never saw the second one.
He didn't have a son.
I don't remember what happened then, Lizzie. Because I remember, yeah, we watched that a few years ago, and I can't remember all the details. It must not have been something that really stuck with me, but I don't remember thinking it was bad, though. Kurt Russell saves almost anything that he's in, even things that aren't that great. He's a pretty good actor. Truck just broke down on the road there. Oh my god, look at all the oil look at all the oil rigs in this lake here. What the Okay, I think I should have built a canal here to go. Why is there so many oil rigs in this little tiny lake? What the hell, man? That is crazy. Look at all those oil rigs in there. Oh man. See, in the other game I was playing the other day, this is basically what happened, except it was on the ocean. It was at my start location. Where like 4 oil rigs just all built right next to each other. And I was just swimming in oil. Oh, there's the upgraded oil tanker. Speaking of, oh, they're building one right here. Awesome. Right by this city. Okay, this is good. I just got the updated oil tanker, and they're building another oil rig near one of my cities. So let me upgrade my oil tankers to the better ones. I think it's in here. Yeah, replace with the better ones. Start replacing. Alright, so the next time he goes to get repairs, he'll get updated to the better oil tanker. So I'm going to make a second oil tanker when this is done being built. I'm going to have him go there and then just come to this dock. And now I'll build a train station here to start delivering the oil back to this city by train. Or actually, I don't know, maybe I should just have the oil tanker go all the way back and forth along the ocean, because it might be fast enough that it might be faster to do that than by train. These trains keep getting stuck here. Oh, he won't be stuck much longer because that train's leaving. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, cool. Yeah, alright. Then, yeah, he should be able to go into the depot now. Alright, cool. Okay, so let me make another oil ship, the better one. Have him go to this oil rig, and I'm just going to have him go all the way back to this dock. Instead of having him go to that close dock and then come all, like, do it all through trains, I'm just gonna do it this way. Oh no, I want you to not unload. Fully load and then unload at the city. Anyway. So, I still don't have enough money to build an oil refinery here. And there's not really any that are close by that are already built. Oh, there's another one out there. I could do a dock here. Yeah, I'm gonna build a dock at this little town here. Where's this stuff? Here we go. What's this one called? Yeah, the mines. Okay, now this dock is connected to this train station here. And let me build another boat thingy, boat depot, whatever it's called. Yeah, ship depot. And I'll put it halfway in between so that if it needs repairs on the way to or back from the oil field, it can go there for repairs. So let's build an oil tanker and have you go to this oil field and drop them off at that dock. And then I'll have a train pick up oil here and take it back to this one town here that has just a giant cache of oil. Let's see how much oil I got. Actually, it's not as much oil as I think they're using the oil for something else because I think it's depleting because it's not getting used. I should have way more oil than that, actually. Yeah, it's going down. So if the oil doesn't get used, it slowly Ooh, I got hovercraft. We just designed a new ship. Really, a hovercraft? That's awesome. In the 1960s, yeah, there was the little hovercrafts back then, but I don't remember like a giant cruise liner. It can carry 100 passengers. Yeah, so I'll replace these passenger boats with those after I build the refinery. Because yeah, the starting passenger ships are actually pretty slow. The hovercraft are. Let me see how fast the hovercraft are. Let me go to a depot. Oh, there's another oil field right there outside of. Wow, yeah. Now they're setting up oil rigs everywhere by me. Let's see how fast this is. Where's the speed? 112 kilometers. Oh my god! Yeah, that's like. That's, I think, 4.5 times faster than the starting passenger ferry. So I'm going to replace those with the hovercrafts after I save up for the oil refinery. Let me just make the train to get the oil from here to the city. So oil tanker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 should be good. So full load and then unload. Alright, now there's yet another oil rig here, so I'm going to get a boat to go to that one. And then... Oh, and they're building yet another one. Wow, now they're building oil rigs like crazy near where I am. This is awesome. Now I'm gonna have insane amounts of oil. Because, yeah, they're building an oil rig right there. So, that's hilarious. Yeah, they're dropping off the passengers, I think. How's y'all doing in the chat? I don't see any new comments since the last one asking about the Kurt Russell movie. You guys getting bored now? I think I'll play until I build the oil refinery, and then I'll probably wrap it up. I think I've been going over 2 hours now. Yeah, I've been going for almost 2.5 hours, so it'll probably take me about 20 more minutes, maybe less, to build the oil refinery, and that'll probably be a good place to wrap up. Because I usually don't play games for longer than... I usually play between 1 hour to 2 hours at a time, and then I kind of... Well, usually I wait till night to play games, you know, right before I go to sleep. I'll usually just go to sleep right after, but when I play them during the day, I usually don't go longer for 2 hours at a time. And I think that might be just inspired from, I don't know if inspired is the word I'd use, but when I was a kid, because when I first started playing games as a kid, there was like no rules or restrictions or anything, so I just play games all day when I was a kid for like the first several months, but I'd get horrific headaches. And I'd just be really sick. So my parents kind of implemented this rule where I could only play a game for an hour at a time when I was a kid, so that I wouldn't get these crazy headaches. And well, as a kid, I despised that rule, but I think an hour is a little short. 2 hours is a little better, but I think they probably did save me from getting tons of horrific headaches when I was a kid by instituting that rule where I could only play at an hour at a time, and then I had to take a break for a while so that I wouldn't get these crazy headaches. As a kid, that made playing Majora's Mask a nightmare, though, because if you played Majora's Mask, you know, you got the whole time limit thing, and that made Majora's Mask very difficult to play when I was a kid. Oh my goodness, they built another one here. They're building oil rigs like crazy. I'm going to have so much oil. Let's buy another oil tanker to go to this one. Once that refinery goes up, my money's going to skyrocket from all the oil. I almost have enough to build an oil refinery here. I'm kind of hoping that one of the cities just builds an oil, like one of these cities around here builds an oil refinery on their own, and then I can just have a train deliver all of the oil, but oh, my trains are getting lost. So they can't find a path, but he just went into the depot. I see why he can't find a path. It's right here. This is the problem. I'm making a bunch of weird little mistakes today when I'm playing this. That should have solved it. Okay, yeah, the message disappeared. That must have solved it. They're building another oil rig out here. My goodness, that one's even closer than this one. Wow. It took them a while, but now they're building oil rigs everywhere around here. Let's see. Lord of Creation, I ain't bored. Well, I'm glad you enjoy watching me play this really old game. Thank you. Let's see, Kingdom Crystal General. Clarify to me what the next Event Horizon arc will be about, if you can without spoiling it for everyone else. I don't mind spoilers. Well, it's based around Star Fox 2, and it kind of revolves around the long-ranged intergalactic missiles from Star Fox 2. I think that's probably all I can really say without spoilers. It's based around Star Fox 2. Or the galaxy turns into a giant clusterfuck because of these intergalactic missiles that can fire in between star systems. Alright, that oil rig is up. Where is the oil train that's supposed to be delivering the oil from there to... Where's my oil train? Let me go find him. He's not making any money. What the heck? Oh, is he stuck somewhere? No, he's not stuck. He's going. And he's fully loaded with oil. There he goes. He probably has a negative profit because he was sitting at this train station for so long waiting for the oil tanker to come back. But now that the oil tanker has a steady back and forth, this train should start making a profit after dumping all the oil here. Let's see, how much was the oil refinery again? 714,000. I'm getting really close. Can't construct... Oh, yeah, I can build it right there, but I don't have enough cash. What, another oil tanker? I thought I just unlocked that one. Yeah, I already unlocked that. I don't know why it said I unlocked it again, because I already had it. That's weird. I think that was a bug. It said I unlocked the new oil tanker, but I already had the new oil tanker. It's the one I've been making. It's these ones here, which are much faster than the starting oil tanker. Come on, I just need a bit more money, and then I can build the refinery. And then I'm basically filthy rich and can probably do just about anything in the game I want at that point. I might be able to start buying out my competitors. Let me go see how much it is to buy them out. Let's see, hostile takeover. Oh, no, never mind. I don't have nearly enough money to buy out my competitors. Maybe the green one, because... Actually, let me see what they've been doing. They got really ugly looking train networks, like going through all these hills here with all these tunnels. Actually, that's kind of cool. Let me see how... Yeah, I'm still barely doing better than green. Whoever green is. Let me see if I can do a hostile takeover of these guys. I might be able to get that much money. After I get oil, I'll probably be able to hostile take over green. Yellow, I don't think I have nearly enough money to do a hostile takeover of, though. In fact, I think that's the goal of the game, is actually to just hostile take over all the competitors. Yeah, yellow is really expensive to take over, too, so... Oh, this looks like a... It looks like pink and yellow are fighting over this right here. With buses versus... Well, those aren't buses. The trucks versus... Is that gold? What's in this truck? Oh, it's grain. I actually don't think I've ever delivered grain on a truck before, so I've never seen the grain trucks. I actually thought that was gold in the back. And, like, I didn't know gold was in this game. I might just take out a loan to build that oil refinery and then pay off the loan really quickly after the oil starts coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna borrow some money. Yeah, and then build build the oil refinery here after I take out the loan. Let's see, fund new industry, oil refinery, fund, and I'll build it. Right there. Awesome. Alright, cool. Now I should start just making insane amounts of money from all this oil. Yeah, Nottingham Ridge now accepts oil. You better. Look, I have over 1 million liters of oil. That's insane. I've never got that much oil before. Oh, I don't have enough money to update that boat. Whoops. Awesome. So yeah, once that oil refinery's done, I'm going to start making tons of money from all this oil. Come on, oil refinery, finish building. Yeah, I have over 1 million liters of oil. I actually don't think I've ever had that much oil gathered at one time. I've probably gathered more oil than that on that other one I was talking about, but there was already an oil refinery there, so I was, already turning the oil into gas or whatever by that point. Okay, I think it's done being built, but it's not processing any of the... It's not processing any of this oil yet. Okay, I think it is bugged because I remember I already unlocked the hovercraft before. Okay, yeah, this oil refinery is definitely done, but it doesn't look like it's using the oil. Great. Let me save the game. Let me figure out why they're not processing all of that oil, and then I think I'll probably wrap it up. Let's see if you can... Oh, I already read that earlier. I take it The reason you're fighting Cornerian ships is a spoiler. Yeah, they don't even know why the Cornerians were attacking that starbase yet. See, these types of games never bore me due to me liking strategy and city building here. These games are a lot of fun. This game is especially fun for me because it was made by Chris Sawyer and the graphics were done by Simon Foster. So it looks and feels very similar to Roller Coaster Tycoon. And Roller Coaster Tycoon is like my favorite game ever. So this is almost like finding like a kind of like a long lost I was gonna say brother, but that's not the right word. I don't know. I'm really delirious and tired now. It's like finding like some like a lost game I should have played when I was a kid, but never really got around to. I'm so tired now. I probably am gonna get off in just a bit. Okay, I can tell the oil is making me money because I suddenly have 101,000 pounds. When I spent like all my money building this refinery here, and okay, it is turning it into goods. It's just okay. I think the reason all of this oil didn't just instantly make me money is because it takes a while to actually turn them into goods. It doesn't do it instantly, so it's slowly turning all of this oil into goods. I don't know why I thought it was gonna do it all instantly. So yeah, it's slowly turning these millions of liters of oil into goods. Let's see if there's anything I can do to improve this city. I'll fund the road construction because I don't have anything going on there. I don't have enough money for it. So now they're going to improve the roads there. Traffic chaos and Nettinghattan Ridge. Road rebuilding program funded. Whatever transport brings 6 months of misery to motorists. That sounds like the city I live in right now. Except it's more than 6 months of misery. It's been more like 16 years of misery. The traffic here is so bad. Because they're always doing like road construction and just the drivers here are just not good. And the city I live in, without really doxing where I live, it's one of those cities that's trying to be like kind of like a big metropolitan, like big busy city, but it's not. It's for many, many years it's been like a very small like suburb with lots of farms. The farms are all gone now and they've been gone for a long time, but it's like they really want to turn the place I live in into like a massive, super crowded metropolitan city, and it's just not working, and there's just way too many people in a small area. The streets, they're all like 2-lane streets. There's a few 4-lane streets, but it's not, the area was never built to be a giant city, and it's
a hot mess.
It's a hot mess. Driving here is a nightmare. Yeah, I'm seeing more traffic jams with the trains.
I've been to New York City, and the traffic while we were there was so insane that we were like, we're stuck in traffic, and we're like, are we even in a lane? Like, it was so jumbled, we weren't even sure if we were in a lane. And then finally we get to the light, the crosswalk and everything, and we're like, oh no, this is definitely not a lane. Like, it was wild. And then we're like, now I see why everyone always has to walk. So eventually we just started walking everywhere, but like, yeah, getting into New York was very funny.
I've never been to New York, but you're not the first person. You're not the first person who's told me New York is terrible to drive in.
Nasty.
Los Angeles is a nightmare to drive in too, which is why
I've never in my life actually seen rats literally running in the street. I thought that was just something they did for drama in movies.
No,
they're literally rats running in the street.
David Lynch famously did the New York trash commercial with the rats everywhere, and those were real rats in New York City. Okay, yeah, the liters of oil's going.
The library there was pretty though.
Yeah, look at all these oil tankers making so much money. It's taking a long time to drop off all that oil. Yeah, 28,000 pounds. for a single load of oil, and that might even be coming from the close by one. So the ones from really far away might be making even more. Let's see what this guy makes. Oh, only 7. Okay, that's probably the one that went to this close one. He's only making 7,000 pounds for the oil. Okay. Oh wow, they're building skyscrapers in the city now. Awesome. Because yeah, I've got all this oil and goods and passengers and all the stuff coming to the city now, and I put all the money into improving the roads. Now they're starting to build. They're starting to turn this city like into the city I live in right now, where it's a traffic nightmare. Oh man, that's so cool. Yeah, this is the first time I've done this game where I've got a city to start building skyscrapers, so that's pretty cool. It's because all this oil coming in here, and then yeah, here comes the train with oil too. Let's see how much money this train gets me. Let me just delete that first, so the train can actually go in there. There we go. I need to put the light over here. I put it on the wrong side of the track. Now that should let it do switcheroos. Let's see how much money I make from that train. What? Only 200? What the? That was barely any money from the oil from that train. What the hell, dude? Wow. It might be more profitable to just build a canal across the land here instead of dropping the oil off here and then shipping the oil by train. I don't know, but Cautelosh mentioned someone killed a competitor. I don't think so. I think all 4 companies are still here. At this rate, in a little while, I probably will have enough money to take over the green company, though. What's the green one called? I think it's in here. Oliviera Services S.A. I need $1.5 million to buy out their company, but I'm getting about 100,000 pounds like every few minutes. So after about like 15 to 20 minutes, I might have £1 million to buy them out, but I don't think I'll have enough money to buy out the other 2 tonight. I probably need a few hours to go crazy, you know, setting up more oil to buy out those ones. Although one of that, they might buy me out and I might lose. I don't know. Can the AI players buy out a human player in this game? Is that a way to actually lose? Oh, I meant to upgrade the I need to upgrade the passenger boats to the hovercraft. To the Bakewell 300 hovercrafts. Start replacing all vehicles. Because those hovercrafts are way faster than the MPS passenger ferries. They're like 4 times faster. Let's see, what are you? Yeah, he's trying to get passengers. Is there no passengers here waiting for him? Does it not accept passengers anymore? No, it says accepts passengers. Why are passengers not loading in the boat? That's weird. Maybe it's because I did all of this construction, and it like messed up the passenger stuff. Oh. I'll send him to get upgraded anyway. You go back to the depot and turn into the hovercraft. The depot's right there, buddy. Go that way. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now he should be updated to the better boat. The hovercraft. Yeah, look how much look at how much faster the hovercraft is. It's so, and now it's loading up with passengers. It's so fast compared to the passenger ferry. That's crazy how fast it is. Oh, that one's already been up. Look how fast that is compared to the ferry.
Okay. So this whole time, you kept saying passenger ferry, and I was thinking like with wings, not like
No, not a ferry with wings.
like a
Ferry, a boat.
I'm just
Yes.
sitting here thinking, what the heck is a passenger ferry
No,
now?
no.
and then my brain clicked, and I'm like, oh, that makes a lot more sense.
And these passenger ferries are actually making me quite a bit of money.
I'm still picturing a ferry though. Like it's too late.
Well, it hovers like a ferry. It's a hovercraft, so no, the passenger ferry was a boat. The hovercraft isn't called a passenger ferry. It's called hovercraft. But they're taking quite a while to load up with passengers. But I think this is a pretty good point to save the game and just kind of wind down. I'm getting kind of tired. And I'm probably going to eat some soup. And maybe I'll watch Firefly and... Yeah, I'm forgetting what I'm saying already. So I'm going to save here. So... Does anyone even... Yeah, there's only a few people left in the stream. So all of you that made it this far, thank you. I'm glad some of you had fun watching me play this game. I don't know. I thought it might be fun to play this with some people watching and hanging out today instead of just by myself. But that's Transport Tycoon. It is a really fun game. I highly recommend getting it, especially if you like games with... supply chain simulators like Factorio is probably the best example. If you've played the Anno games, those are also what I call supply chain simulators. Although the Anno games, there's a lot more city building in it than this game. But this game is free because it's abandonware. Just look up Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe and it's free. And they're still updating it with bug fixes and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't even know if anyone's there. No one's responding, so I'm probably just going to end the stream there. But for anyone who is still listening, I hope you guys have had an awesome Christmas Eve, and I hope Christmas Day is even better tomorrow. Yeah, take care, everyone. And sometime in the next week, Estelle and I are going to do a live stream showing the new website for the plushies and stuff. We haven't picked a day yet, though, but... It'll be before New Year's Day, but we still don't know what day yet. So I'll announce that when we pick the day. But